But I did get a review code for something that's not a video game. I got a
Don't
review
want to
code
hear
for
it.
I got a review code for a comic book.
That's
Uh,
right. I
yeah,
remember.
that it comes out today. Today is New
Okay.
Comic Wednesday, baby. This is a comic that has been sort of like float. After I got the code, I was like, I've never heard of this one before,
Hmm.
and I looked at it. And it's been kind of floating around for a bit, sort of getting sold around, but uh, now it's out. It's from Dark Horse, and it's called White Savior. Um,
Ooh, it's
yeah,
Dune. Cool.
yeah. That's sort of what this. That is 100% what this. Actually, the movie that this is making. This whole comic is making fun of is like Last Samurai, and
Okay.
that
Oh,
kind
I
of
can see
thing.
that. Okay. Yeah.
Um. So it's an isekai.
Oh no.
Naturally. Perfect. Perfect.
The guy in the yellow shirt is like an Asian American who's just kind of like a kind of like a nothing kind of guy thing, and like, oh, Grandpa's always telling the story of our family heritage of like, oh, so like this white guy comes to town to convinces everyone, trains them all. It's like he's gonna save the day, and he gets killed, and the entire village gets slaughtered. And that's
Yeah.
the family story. So it's like the white savior kind of thing, kind of just like falls apart because he gets an arrow through the head and dies.
Hmm.
Um, but he ends up like walking down some stairs to somewhere, and then just like slips and falls
Nice.
into feudal Japan, and
Perfect. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
him falling into this timeline where this happened, and uh, what seems to be the hook of the comic is when he gets there, he sees like this is before the slaughter, and the white savior is like they're kind of like wooing the village, and he realizes that like, oh shit, we're all going to die. So what I'm guessing the hook of this whole thing is going to be him trying to stop that from happening. So he doesn't want to die either while he's trapped in feudal Japan. So he needs to work with it. And also, the savior, the white guy, is a complete shithead, just a loudmouth white dude.
Darn.
Yeah, obnoxious loudmouth white dude. That's super racist to the people and everything. So like, it's playing with the tropes really fun. It's silly. It's definitely like leaning into the satire part of like making fun of all of these Hollywood movies where the white guy is the one that ends up saving the day and everything, and by sort of reframing it as like he's being set up for success in the end. But I will I'll check this out. I think it's going to be a 4-part series. I
Okay.
think this is issue 1 of 4. Um, Eric Nguyen is the writer with Scott Burman, and Eric Nguyen has had he's had a pretty big career. He did like Old Man Logan, Quicksilver, some Marvel stuff, and mostly as an inker, not really necessarily as a writer, but hasn't not written. This is sort of his big,
Who's
Translatable
the
yeah.
Who's
talents.
the colorist?
It's
Dolly, take it off. Right
yeah.
now.
Trying.
He
I'm
doesn't.
trying.
Yeah. Uh, yeah.
I win Joko Triono. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
reminded me of the Invincible comics. I was like, this
Kind
looks
of. Yeah.
like that guy, but it's not. So
Yeah. So, yeah, it was really nice to get a comic for review and have it be like an actual good comic. Like, there's so many
Awesome.
comics and so many independent comics. Like, independent comics are the biggest they've ever been. Not to say Dark Horse is an independent comic publisher, but they're not huge by any stretch of the imagination. And in terms of the comic universe these days, and this comic, up until they picked it up, was being shopped around. Like you could find this like the first few pages on like Eric Nguyen's website or whatever, like trying to like, this is a comic I'm working on kind of thing. So I don't necessarily the art style isn't my favorite, but it's also like it's functional. It's good. I think the inking, the coloring is it helps it a lot. I would like to. I'm kind of interested what this would look like without the colorist, but I'm just sort of a big fan of seeing like how the sausage is made with comic books.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I in terms of writing, it's very funny and really good. I enjoyed it a lot. So I'll keep reading it. I'll keep you updated on this comic book series.
I just realized they had a little expand it to the full size.
Thank you very much.
Good job, Dolly.
So,